gonna start at 67.
67? Bro, I actually want to try kicking field goals, bro. How hard could it be, bro?
It's either you have it or you don't.
That sounds like excuses to me. I mean, you got to figure it out. If you really have an obsession to figure it out, you will figure it out. Every puzzle is constructed differently. Everybody has a different puzzle, man. You just got to figure out your own puzzle.
He said, what it is every day I demand more from myself than anybody else could possibly expect. I don't compete with other people. I compete with what I'm capable of.
You know, I get out there, first one there, last one to leave, work on my skill set. You know, you strive for perfection.
Take a pause before you make a decision and say, what if?
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
Hello?
Bro, quit with the documentary bro. You is not destroying, bro. What the is you doing, gang?
Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today I'm just gonna be telling my story of how I became a college kicker with zero experience. A lot of y'all say I'm just like Adam Botkin. Y'all see I got the Dreamer on, but what y'all didn't know is that he's actually my cousin. Now I'm just playing, but we family in the kicking world. Like us kickers, if you know what I'm saying, we all family. And he actually liked and commented on one of my videos, so that means he's watching. Hey, if you're seeing this, Adam, hey, y'all been saying we need a collab, so hey. But what y'all didn't know is that he actually inspired me to start kicking in the first place, and is the reason why I'm on a college football roster today and making this video right here. I've only been kicking for about 2 years, and during the time I got injured, so it's really a year and a half, but I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, if you know me, you know I never played sports in high school. I was kind of just a naturally athletic kid. I played basketball in middle school, but then I just never got taller. Once I got to college in my first year, I was just a regular student up until around November. I wanted something to do on campus, so I just got a soccer ball so I can kick around myself at our soccer field. Eventually, I found this dude on YouTube named Adam Botkin. I think at the time he had 100,000 or 200,000 on YouTube. And as someone who never kicked a football before, I just thought it was crazy how far and high the ball was going off his foot. Since I was gonna be kicking balls anyway, I decided I wanted to try it for myself. If you know me, when I first started kicking, I was hot garbage. I was trash.
Yeah, but you still are trash.
You can say that, but there's a big difference from this to this. I couldn't even hit a field goal from the 10-yard line with full steps. Like I said, I never played sports in high school. I didn't play soccer or anything like that. Anyway, I just started kicking every single day for hours and hours, going like 2 for 85. It just became an addiction to the process. I kept seeing little and little progress after every single kick. And I know at the time I didn't have good technique, but I still wanted to improve my kick, so I just started spamming squats in the gym. I kept seeing relatively fast progress for the amount of time I was kicking. As I continued to see more and more progress, it eventually became a goal for me to get on the team. And I remember I told somebody I wanted to do that, and they just laughed. That just made me want to do it more. I was like, all right, bet then. Fast forward, I'm kicking every single day. I'm training over the summer. I'm training hard. I worked with a coach. So I'm back in my second year and I pulled my groin, bro. I went out to kick, and normally I always stretch, but for whatever reason, this time I didn't stretch. And look what happened, bro. At first, I didn't even think it was bad until the next day I went to kick and I absolutely destroyed my groin. It's the most painful kick I ever kicked in my life. Since I had never worked with trainers or been on a team or anything before, I didn't know to do rehab. So I was just injured for like 5 months without any progress of healing. Fast forward those 5 months, I finally decided to search up how to actually rehab. 2 weeks later, I'm back kicking again. Like I said, I haven't been kicking field goals for months and I already wasn't great. It's already my second year of college, and if I didn't lock in and make the team this season, then the chances of me ever making the team with no experience were really small. But during this time of injury, I decided to shift my focus towards punting instead of kicking, because I knew if I wanted to play college football, I needed to lock in on something or I wasn't gonna have an opportunity to play. Fast forward to the end of the season, it was actually looking like it was gonna be a possibility for me to get on the team, but I found out I was not gonna get the opportunity. Instead of giving up, right away, I just started emailing coaches in my state. I ended up locking in with the special teams coach at Southwest Baptist University, who invited me on a visit. After the visit, he said he loved to have me, and I decided to commit. Obviously, I'm not starting. That's just unrealistic for my situation, unless you're crazy good. Or maybe I'm just trash. I don't know. Like I said, I've only been kicking for less than 2 years, so that doesn't make this any less of a great opportunity. At this point, we're just working every day to get better and better. If I had any advice for anyone starting to kick, I would say don't worry about what anyone thinks. Just go out there and kick. When I first started, I was garbage. I've kicked in front of coaches I wanted to impress. I've kicked in front of girls. I've kicked in front of friends. I was trash. But in the end, it doesn't matter, because look where I'm at right now. People don't see the work you put in, they just see the results, so just focus on getting better. One of my favorite NFL kickers is New Orleans Saints kicker Blake Groupie, because he's small like me, and he just shows me that if you're small, you can still perform at the highest level. He's 5'7" like me, so neither of us have the longest leg, but he's just proof that even when you're small, you can still perform at the highest level. I actually met Blake Groupie. He pulled up to my school last year, and I got to hang out with him for about an hour and watch him kick. And it's just crazy seeing how high of a level guys like him can kick at. I also met Destroying when he pulled up to my city for his event. At this point, I've already met pretty much everyone I look up 2. Now all we gotta do is meet Adam and we're 3 for 3. Anyway, that's my kicking journey so far. Planning to get some more videos out when I'm actually kicking with kicking coaches. That way I can learn and you guys can learn as well. And if that's something you guys wanna see, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ultimately, that's gonna help me be able to create better content in the future. And if you made it to the end, drop me a leg in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video, man. I'm out of here, man.